Hello my fiber friends, welcome to another Vlogtober video. I just wanted to pop on here really quickly. I'm heading out to work this morning. Today is Friday, October 14th. Clue number 2 of the Westnitz MKAL was released yesterday, Thursday, October 13th. And I fully intended to post this video yesterday. However, it just didn't work out. Things got in the way and I just didn't, I didn't record. So apologies for that. I will work hard to post these videos on the day that the clue comes out, Thursday, so I apologize for that. But I just wanted to pop on here really quickly before I head out to work and let you know where I'm at on the Westnitz MKAL. So Westnitz MKAL 2022 Twist and Turns clue number 1, which was released last Thursday, October 6th. I am not finished with it yet. I'm not finished with it yet. I won't be showing you my progress on this channel. For those of you that are new, thank you for being here. Thank you for clicking on this video. But I won't be showing I won't be actually showing my progress to you on this channel. So no spoilers on this channel. Probably until the end and everything is finished. Probably till the end of the month. I'll show you where I'm at and where I'm ending the MKAL, but during the month of October, I won't be showing you my progress on the actual MKAL. I will have progress pictures of my MKAL over on my Instagram account. I will put that information in the description box down below, so feel free to go ahead and check my Instagram account out if you want to see pictures of my actual progress. I will post a picture today. I haven't done it yet, but I will post a picture today of my progress. There'll obviously be a spoiler image ahead of it, and you'll just have to scroll through once or twice to see my progress. So again, I'm not finished with clue number 1 yet. That was released last Thursday. I figured out why. It took me a little while, but I figured out why I am not finished with it yet. It's taking me a little bit longer to finish this particular clue number 1 than I would have liked or would have expected. And I think the reason for that is because I'm not really a fan of the cast on and, well, cast off is not too bad, but I'm not really a fan of the cast on and cast off kind of situation that we have in clue number 1. So if you don't know, clue number 1, I think I mentioned this last time, or I didn't mention this last time, but clue number 1, you have a cast on and cast off, I think every 4 rows in the repeat section of clue number 1. And for the cast off, you do a knitted cast off, and that doesn't take me too long. I'm really kind of quick at that. It's just like boop, 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 and I'm done. And the cast off doesn't take me very long, and it's fine. But the cast on, you do a cabled cast on for the cast on in the clue, and again, you do it every 4 rows. It's just kind of a pain. It's taking me longer to do the cast on than it's taking me to do the cast off or knit the rest of the piece, just because, I don't know, I'm not really a fan of it. I feel like I'm definitely going slower at doing the cast on because you have to turn your whole work around and then make sure you do it on the wrong side, the cast on the wrong side, and maybe I'll do a video and show you how to do the cabled cast on. If you don't know how to do the cabled cast on, Stephen West does have a video that he shows you how to do all of these techniques. So if you don't know how to do that, feel free to look at that video. But to do the cable cast on, it's kind of a pain. And you have to make sure, I have to make sure that I turn the work and I have to make sure that I'm counting the number of stitches that I'm casting on there, because I don't want to do too many or too little, because I want my cast ons and cast offs to stay consistent. And so I have to make sure I count how many I'm casting on. And then it's difficult with the tension on the cabled cast on to make sure that it's not too loose, to make sure that it's not too tight, especially. So I'm finding that I'm just going a little bit, that little bit slower, that much slower on the cabled cast on. And it's because I'm going slower on that cabled cast on and I'm doing it every 4 rows, it's just taking me that much longer to finish my MKAL clue number 1. So that's why. So that's why I have not finished it, essentially. But in clue number 1, I did mention this last time, you do, there is a repeat section, and it's in rows 9 through 16. You work rows 9 through 16 once, and then you repeat those 8 rows 11 more times. I thought it was 10, but it's actually 11. So you repeat those 8 rows, like I said, 11 more times, 9 through 16. And right now I am on, I won't show you, but I am on the 6th repeat. So I am more than halfway, more than halfway, right about there, finished with my MKAL. But it is, yeah, it's just slow going. But I'm trying to do, especially for this MKAL, I am trying to embrace my pace. I'm trying not to get discouraged. I am trying to just go ahead and finish it. So that's where I'm at. Anyway, I just wanted to update you guys on where I was at with the MKAL really quickly, and before I get into the rest of this video. Clue number 2, like I mentioned at the top, was released yesterday, which was October 13th, Thursday, and I have looked at it. I have looked at Stephen West's and Stephen's entire video on clue 2, so I've seen the end result on his channel, and I did look at one of his testers that I know of. I did look at her, sorry, D'Artagnan is, my dog is like sniffing at stuff that he never gets into, and it's like almost falling on him, and I have a pile of stuff right here. It's like my knitting stuff, and he was like sniffing it, and like it just almost fell on him, so sorry if I was like looking down. Anyway, clue number 2. I looked at not only Stephen West's video, but I also looked at one of his testers that I know of. I looked at her Ravelry page, and I saw, and her Instagram actually, and I saw the final result of clue number 2. I have some thoughts on clue number 2, and I think I'll get into what I think about clue number 2 a little bit later in this video, just because I am going to post this today, Friday, but I'm probably going to post it a little bit later in the day. I work from 9 to 5, and I'm probably going to post this after 5 p.m. If you don't know, I live in Washington State, which is Pacific Standard Time. So for all of you guys on the East Coast, or all of you guys in different places, then it'll probably be coming out to you maybe even Saturday. So sorry for that, but I think I'm going to post this video though a little bit later today, Pacific Standard Time, just because I don't feel like bringing my computer to work. So that's why. Anyway, but I think I'll share with you my thoughts on clue number 2, or my first impressions of clue number 2, a little bit later in this video, just because I gotta figure out what I want to say about about clue number 2. But anyway, that's all for now. So I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of the video, and yeah, I'll check in with you later. subscriber friends. I am back. It is later that evening, or this evening, Friday the 14th. And I just wanted to check in and let you know my first impressions of clue number 2 of the Westnitz MKAL. So I spent a bit of time at work knitting a little bit, as much as I could, on my Westnitz MKAL clue number 1. I've gotten a little bit further than I was this morning, but not by much. I think I'm on, I think I was on the 6th repeat the last time, or this morning, and now I'm on this 7th repeat. So still slow going, but again, I was at work and I wasn't able to do too much knitting today. So anyway, so that's all I've gotten to. And then as far as my first impressions of clue number 2, so I've looked, like I said this morning, I've looked at Stephen West's entire video on his clue number 2, and I've looked at one of his testers finished clue number 2. And I know I might feel differently when I actually start to knit clue number 2, but for as wowed as I was and how blown away I was at clue number 1, I didn't have that same kind of feeling for clue number 2. I just kind of was a little bit underwhelmed, and I also looked at it and thought, my very first thought was that it looks like a lot of knitting. And that's why I say I might feel differently when I actually start the clue. But right now, it just looks like there's a ton of knitting in clue number 2. And I think we get sections 2, 3, 4, 5, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think there's a section 6 in clue number 2, but that could be wrong. So we get at least 4 sections, I know that. And there is, you do get to bring in your accent or your pop color pop. And I think you work with all 3 colors. I think you work with your main color, contrast color, and accent color. I'm not quite sure though. I have to look at the clue again. But yeah, it just seems like a lot of knitting, and I don't really know, like, because I'm not done with clue number 1 yet, I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this particular shawl in time, just because, or by the end of this month, which is on time. Yeah, I just don't know. It just seems like a lot of knitting, really. That was my very first impression. And then as far as the design, I don't know. I'm a little bit I hate to say this because I love Stephen so much, but I'm a little bit underwhelmed right now with clue number 2. And I know that that's really hard probably for Stephen to hear, just because I know that he works really, really hard on all of these, on all of his designs really, but especially I think on his mystery shawl design, just because it's such a big event every year and a lot of people partake in it. And so I don't know about any of you guys, but I was just feeling a little bit weird about clue number 2. It just seems, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know how to articulate this. I just feel like it's a little bit underwhelming right now. However, I do feel like it's setting us up for clue number 3, which I predict that clue number 3 is going to bring clue 1 and clue 2 together and kind of make it look a little bit, not just more like cohesive and like, I don't know, but it's gonna put it together. And I think clue 2, all of the sections that we get in clue 2, I think clue 2 is sort of that precursor to the wow factor that's in clue number 3. I have a feeling that that is what's going to go on here, because just what we get in clue number 2, essentially what we get is we get 2 sides, we get 2 wings on either side of our clue number 1, and then we get a little bit of a cable section on the bottom of that. And yeah, I just think that it looks a little weird right now. Like the shawl does, how do I say this? The shawl design in total with clue number 1 and clue number 2, if you look at the finished piece, the finished object right now together, it just looks a little bit off. It looks a little bit weird. And because of that, because of how weird it's looking, how like kind of non-cohesive and kind of like just different, like a weird design right now. They almost look like 2 different designs is what it looks like. So I feel like because of that weirdness, because of that kind of different design look, I feel like clue number 2 is really just kind of a setup for the wow factor that we're gonna get with the overall shawl, yes, but especially I think with clue number 3. So whatever clue number 3 is, and I can't wait to see it next Thursday coming up, whatever clue number 3 is, I think is going to really just tie these 2 clues in together and make it look like something great. So so that's my first impression. That is my first impression and first prediction, actually. I've never had a prediction on this channel before, so that's kind of fun. But yeah, that's my first impression and first prediction of clue number 2. And hopefully that's what we get in clue number 3, we'll see. But yeah, that's sort of my thoughts on clue number 2. It's number 1, it just looks like a ton of knitting, and I don't know if I'm quite ready for it. And then second, I just think it's a little bit underwhelming, but I do think it's on purpose. Yeah, that's my final thought. That's what we're going with. So that's actually where I'm going to end the video too. So I know this is kind of a short video, but like I said before, like I said last Thursday, these Thursday or Friday or Saturday, whatever day you're watching this video, these pre-week or midweek videos are going to be a little bit shorter than my other Vlogtober videos. So anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the MKAL. I hope you guys are doing well on it. I know there's a ton of people that are like way further than I am. They've already started clue number 2. There's some people that are done with clue number 2 and clue number 1. Like, oh my goodness, you guys are so fast. I can't do that. But anyway, I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are enjoying the MKAL. I hope you guys are enjoying your knit. I hope you guys are embracing your pace. So if you are further along than me, I don't want to hear it, but if you are if you are exactly where I am on the MKAL, or if you're like, or if you haven't even gotten as far as I've gotten on the MKAL, I want to hear it. Let me know, just so I know that I'm not the only one out there that hasn't finished clue number 1, because right now it kind of feels like it. So anyway, I hope you guys are well. Happy knitting. I will see you guys probably again on either Sunday or Monday. I'll be back with another Vlogtober video. So that's it for me. I hope you guys have a good one. Happy knitting.